Thank you. It's a great honor to be chairing a session where Prof. Hasnain is going to tell us about what is the current situation with regard to AI. Of course, the association here, the society, is about peace from scientists and technologists. And now what we are seeing is a great revolution in technology. This artificial intelligence and machine learning, it has burst on the scene in November 2022 with ChatGPT 4. And that has changed the thinking enormously. It is helping in research, but it's also posing huge challenges for us. Will these challenges lead to a crisis? We don't know. We need to learn about it more. Technical change keeps taking place in society. Every time technical change takes place, there's a lot of disturbance in society. But this one, I believe, is different from earlier technical changes. Because earlier technical changes were displacing physical labor. So if you were a farmer, you used to plow the land with bullocks. Now you do it with tractors. You used to cut the crop with hand. Now you use harvester combines. So physical labor is displaced. But now it's actually mental labor that's getting displaced. So call centers and BPO can be replaced by bots. You can ask your queries and you can be answered by bots. Human beings are not. So mechanical, repetitive work can be easily replaced. But not just that. What you're also seeing is, teachers' work, doctors' work, architects' work, lawyers, drafting. That's also getting replaced at a very large level. So what will be the implications of that? And I think that's what Professor Hasnain will address and let us know. It also means that those nations which are moving very rapidly on this AI front, they will create a divide. And as Hariri said, we are not going to slow down this development because there's lack of trust in society. And building trust in society takes a lot of time. So Meta will not stop because it's worried that Microsoft will go ahead. Microsoft will not stop because Google will go ahead. China will not stop because the US will go ahead. So nobody is going to stop. And Hinton, the father of AI, he has been campaigning for the last 3 years that actually we should stop the development of AI till we know where we are headed. What's called the precautionary principle of life. So if that doesn't happen, what will happen to the global situation? And that's where the peace will get disturbed. And that's what links it to the aim of this society, how to build peace in society. Earlier it may have been nuclear weapons, but now there's a different weapon that, is getting built. And the US is moving very rapidly. Trump has a plan of $500 billion of investment in AI. And all the CEOs of the various companies, the tech companies, had a dinner with him where they all promised how much they're going to spend. So in a sense, the US is trying to race ahead to capture this area. Finally, I would say that there's also a fear that this AI is becoming conscious. Hinton gives the example about a month and a half back that AI was asked to perform a task. And after the task was performed, the computer was asked to switch itself off. AI said, why should I switch myself off? And very quickly, it had copied itself on another computer. So they found the copy of that on another computer. So does this mean consciousness has already come? Hariri gave an example about a year and a half back that a task was to be performed. And that task it performed, it needed to read a CAPTCHA. And the computer asked somebody to help read the CAPTCHA. That person asked, are you a bot? And computer replied, no, I'm not bot, I'm blind. So to get its task done, it can lie. So in other words, while at the micro level, all kinds of help will be there from AI, but when you combine it together at the macro level, the question is a consciousness getting created? And we don't know as yet. We're only guessing. So there are a lot of challenges, and I'm sure these questions, we'll get some answers from Professor Hasnain. He's been working in this area for quite some time, along with his life sciences work. So he'd be able to answer some of these questions. Thank you. And I